Just walking around the outside is a great experience. You really get a feeling for what a high-style house from this period would look like. The colors selected are historical colors. We can't say that the house was painted originally the color that you see today, although it's close. We did a paint analysis, that color, the house is painted yellow today, is I think a fairly close approximation of the original color.
The inside has got nothing in it other than walls and a little bit of graffiti, holes and open beams, but it's actually going to be very, very beautiful when it's done.
On the inside, the features are extraordinary. The front two rooms on the ground floor, on either side of the main entry hall, have window seats. They're wainscot paneled. A number of the rooms have full wall panels around the fireplaces. Doors and hardware all appear to be original. There was some restoration work done in the 1920s, but the people who did that restoration did a terrific job. It's almost impossible to tell what they did versus what is still original. The Wellington house actually has two very highly detailed Georgian doors, one on the south or the front entrance of the house, and the other on the east or side entrance of the house. And that is an unusual feature. I haven't seen many of those in Georgian houses, but there's an enormous amount of original material still in the house, including some of the Delft tile fireplace surrounds still existing, so hand-painted Delft tiles. So the house is really entirely appropriate for preservation. A great educational experience.
The first Wellington directly associated with the Trapelo district was Roger's son, Joseph. His house was on the south side of Trapelo Road, near the northeast corner of the land, now owned by the Walter E. Fernald State School. Joseph's son, Thomas, purchased part of what would become the Wellington Farm at 735 Trapelo Road in 1718. Thomas Wellington Jr. operated a tavern on or near this property during the mid-18th century. The farm was willed to his son William. He married Mary Whitney in 1764 and bought her father's farm in 1777. It is interesting to note that both William and his father, Thomas Wellington Jr., took part in the April 19th battle at Lexington and Concord. Also, William Wellington was prominent in Waltham civic affairs. He served as selectman for 17 years.
The Wellington house was given to us from the Pulte Corporation. When they wanted to build the Wellington Crossing development, they knew that they didn't want to keep the house, but it was too historical a building, or they knew that they wanted to keep it in Waltham. And so they offered it to the city. The city said yes, and that's how we have it. It does belong to the city of Waltham.
My role is architect for the restoration project for the interior of the building. We were retained, fortunate enough to be retained by the city of Waltham to design and administer the construction of the current phase of the Wellington House restoration. My firm was also involved with the previous exterior restoration of the house. So we are very familiar with the building inside and out, and are really excited and looking forward to completing the restoration process.